thank you 'cause everything you made is so beautiful. Every single star and every beat of my heart, and it's beautiful. You made my feet, you made my hands, you made me sing and you made me dance. 'Cause your love is all around me, and your love is so astounding. I just wanna thank you 'cause everything you made is so beautiful. Every single star and every beat of my heart, and it's beautiful. Here we go, break it down now. Everything you created with your imagination is wonderful and good. Wonderful and good. You're my inspiration beyond all explanation. You're wonderful and good. You're wonderful and good. Everything you created with your imagination is wonderful and good. Wonderful and good. You're my inspiration beyond all explanation. You're wonderful and good. You're wonderful and good. I just wanna thank you 'cause everything you made is so beautiful. Every single star and every beat of my heart, and it's beautiful. I just wanna thank you 'cause everything you made is so beautiful. Every single star and every beat of my heart, and it's beautiful.
What's up, everybody? My name is Jacob, and today I want to talk to you about creativity. Because there's so many different ways to be creative, right? You could be like a creative actor. Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him well. Who's Yorick? You got the wrong skull, kid. Oh. You could be a creative dresser. Hey! You could be like a creative, I don't know, scientist? But most of the time when you hear the word creativity, you think of something like this. A work of art. Or maybe you think of something like this. Wonder what's got him so anxious. Oh! Oh! Ugh, ewy. In today's story, you're going to hear about the very best creation of all time. Actually, it's the very first creation of all time. It's where creativity was born. And cockroaches. No, it's good. It's indescribable. See you in a few.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story. Inspired by the book of Genesis, chapters 1 and 2.
In the beginning. The very beginning. Before the first breath. Before the first flash of color. Before the first moment in time. There was nothing. Nothing. Nothing except God. But when God saw nothing, He saw a blank canvas. He saw the perfect backdrop for a work of art beyond imagination. So, God created. From absolutely nothing, He brought forth the heavens and the earth. But there was no shape or form. God's Spirit hovered over the dark emptiness. Then, God called out,
"Let there be light."
Brilliant light shattered the darkness like golden trumpets on a still morning. Bright rays shimmered and danced in all the hues of the rainbow. God saw the light was good. He divided the light from the dark, calling the light day and the darkness night. Evening and morning together shaped the very first day of all time. Then God said,
Let there be a huge space between the waters. Let it separate water from water.
By His words alone, God shifted the waters, leaving a vast arching space above, the sky. Evening and morning rolled past, the second day. God lifted His voice again.
Let the water under the sky be gathered into one place. Let ground appear.
Dry land shrugged its way out of the water. Islands and vast continents and gritty deserts and towering mountains. God called the dry ground land, and He called all the gathered waters seas. But God had even bigger plans for this day.
Let the land produce plants, and let there be trees on the land.
In moments, tall grasses unfurled across the plains, and giant redwoods shot up from the dirt. Flowers and grapevines and carrots and corn sprouted and flourished. God saw that all of it was good. That evening and morning closed out the third day.
Let there be lights in the huge space of the sky. Let them separate the day from the night.
At the sound of God's voice, the blazing sun exploded into being. The silvery moon spun out. Stars and galaxies flooded into space, filling the universe. Pew, pew, pew. God set the sun to rule the day, and the moon to rule the night. And God saw it was good. That evening and morning made up the fourth day. But God wasn't done painting His masterpiece just yet.
Let the seas be filled with living things. Let birds fly above the earth and across the huge space of the sky.
Instantly, the seas and rivers and ponds writhed with dolphins and octopi, salmon and minnows. Eagles soared and bluebirds nested, while ostriches stretched their long necks. God saw they were good. That evening and morning formed the fifth day. But God kept working on His creation.
Let there be livestock and creatures that move along the ground and wild animals.
At once, animals of every kind appeared. Elephants thundered through the forests, and squirrels darted up tree trunks. Monkeys chattered, and pigs rolled happily in the mud. God saw it was all good. But He had one more creation in mind.
Let us make human beings so that they are like us. Let them rule over the fish and the birds. Let them rule over all the animals.
Then, with His own hands, God formed the very first man and the very first woman, Adam and Eve.
I'm me. And you are you.
And this place? It's beyond words.
Unlike the animals, God made people in His image to reflect Him.
Have children and fill the earth. Rule over the fish and the birds and every living creature. I am giving you every plant on the earth for food.
God looked over everything He had created and saw that it was very good. That evening and morning were the sixth day. And on the seventh day, God rested. His work was finished. His glorious creation was complete. But because God had formed people in His image, they too could reflect His imagination and creativity. The possibilities ahead of them were endless.
Are you ready? Help me sing it now. 1, 2, 3, let's go.
I was made to do amazing things. I know. I was made to be His hands and feet. I know. God made me to shine, makes me come alive, makes me wanna live my life for Him. God made me to shine, makes me come alive, makes me wanna live my life. Wanna dance, 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 dance. makes me come alive, makes me wanna live my life. Wanna dance, 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 dance all around. I wanna jump, 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 sing out loud. He is the light I found. I just can't hide it now. I wanna shout it out to the world. God made me, yeah, and I'm unique. Yeah, God made me. Yeah, I'm unique. Yeah, God made me.
Hello, I'm John, and welcome back to The Joy of Sculpting, where we take beautiful things and make even more beautiful things out of them. Let's take this sculpture of my co-host, Brandon. Isn't that lovely? So lifelike, his eyes, his hair. The detail really is marvelous. But what if we could make something new out of it? Let's see. Let's take a little bit of Brandon's hair off, like this. And we can just put that there. Oh, that's nice. Kind of squishy. And what do we have here? Oh, look. It's Brandon's little brain. Little brain. We'll put that right here, very carefully. And what if his ears can go here? There you go. Now let's take Brandon's happy eyes. And we can put those eyes, put them right here. Look at those wonderful eyes. Looking right back at you. What have these eyes seen? I don't know. Just put those right there. Now, what can we make with what's left? I think I have an idea. What if we make an edge right there? Yeah, and an edge right here. Well, that's nice. How about here? Oh, that's nice. Or how about here? Hey, I'm starting to see something. Here we go. Let's just use the board for extra pressure. Isn't that beautiful? It's a brick. You could build a big, beautiful house out of this brick. That's how strong it is.
Hey, John, have you seen my self-sculpture? I've been looking for it.
How nice.
Hello, everyone. I'm Brandon.
And I'm John, and welcome to
The and Show.
Well done.
Yeah.
High five. Oh, that was close.
I'll get it. I'll figure it out one day.
Sure.
So what is all this stuff that you have?
Oh, I'm coming up with some new super mutants for a new comic book I'm creating.
Oh, well, that sounds fun. How do you come up with your new mutants?
Well, I have a jar of heads,
Okay.
a jar of creature bodies, and a jar of superpowers.
Oh, and you what? Do you just draw them out?
Sure.
One
I'll
by
show
one?
you. Watch this. Oh, I got a horse head.
All right.
I'll just take this one. T-Rex body. Look at that.
Cool.
And a superpower is static electricity.
Oh, static electricity.
Yeah. Not everyone can leap over tall buildings in a single bound, Brandon.
Oh, well, that's true, I guess.
There you go. I think we'll call this guy Sir Neighborly, the Sparkosaurus Rex.
I think I can make this more interesting.
Explain how.
All right.
Mutant Melee.
What am I looking at? Hey, that's me.
No, that's your avatar. Except now you're...
Sir Neighborly, the Sparkosaurus Rex. Superpower, static electricity. Versus Panda King. Superpower, interpretive bamboo. Ready? Melee!
It's working.
Static electricity!
Ow! My turn.
What are you doing?
Music.
Winner! Round 2.
All right. Who am I going to be this time? How about
Captain Fish Breath, superpower, Fish Breath, versus Bat Boy, superpower, can fly, as long as he doesn't realize he's in the air.
What does he mean I can only fly unless I realize I'm in the air?
Ready? Melee!
Ah! I'm flying! Oh no! Oh! Ow! This is a video game! I shouldn't be able to smell it! Oh, that's terrible.
Winner!
Oh, still stinks. Get these things off me.
Yeah, that does stink.
Great, I'm gonna have to do laundry. Oh, or maybe burn them.
Wait, before you do that, it's Bible story time with Kellen.
Hey, everybody.
What's up, Kellen?
Not much. Say, what do you got there?
Laundry from our game of Mutant Melee.
Cool. Do you mind if I use it for the story?
Oh, sure thing.
Thanks. Our story starts with the very first verse of the very first chapter of the very first book of the Bible, Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth didn't have any shape. There was darkness over the surface of the waves. The Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw that the light was good. He separated the light from the darkness and called the light day and the darkness night. How's that for a beginning? And that was just day one. On the second day, God made the sky. God said, "Let there be a huge space between the waters." And that's exactly what happened. And God called the huge space sky. That was day 2. But it was the next day when God's creativity really took root. God said, "Let the water under the sky be gathered into one place. Let the dry ground appear." God called the dry ground land. Then God said, "Let the land produce plants," and trees and plants and flowers sprung out of the ground. And God saw that it was good. That closes the book on day 3, but God wasn't finished. He had a whole sky to fill. God said, "Let there be lights in the huge space of the sky." And so the stars were created. And then God made the moon to rule over the night. He made the sun to rule over the day. And God saw that it was good. Day 4, boom, sun, moon, and stars. Without them, we wouldn't know what time of day it was. Think about that. Okay, stop thinking. Things are about to get wild. God said, "Let the seas be filled with living things." So God created every kind of living thing that fills the oceans. And God said, "Let birds fly above the earth across the huge space of the sky." And then God created every kind of bird that flies. And God saw that it was good. That was the 5th day. But it was the 6th day when God made his masterpiece. And I'm not talking about the platypus. God said, "Let the land produce every kind of animal: cows, horses, chickens, bugs, snakes, mice, rhinoceroses, orangutans, platypi," and it was all good. And then God said, wait for it, "Let us make human beings." Watch out, world. Here we come. So God created human beings in his own likeness. He created them as male and female. And God told them to take care of the earth and all that was in it. This was day 6. On the 7th day, God rested from all his work. But before he did that, he took a good look at everything he had created, and he saw that it was very good. The end.
That was incredible.
It really is incredible when you think about all the things God created. I mean, whether it's a huge planet in space or a tiny little eyelash. Like, oh,
Ow.
Make a wish.
No, you are so weird. What? Get that away from me.
Yeah, there's really no limit to God's creativity. You can find it anywhere.
I found it sitting right next to me.
Aww. Thanks for the story, Kellen.
You got it. See you guys next time.
Later.
See ya.
What a great story.
Yeah, I loved how my gym shorts turned into an orangutan.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I took from the story too.
Yeah.
Reveal the question.
Awesome. Where do you see God's creativity?
Yeah, do you see it in a stream flowing through the woods?
Or in a star that's over 100 miles away?
Yeah, except stars are like millions of miles away, John.
So, over 100, right?
Right.
Talk about it with each other. Where do you see God's creativity?
And we will see you next time on The
So-and-so Show. It's right there. You can read it. It's in gold.
My squirrel!
Okay, I just thought of another way to describe creativity. Creativity is imagining what you could do because you were made in God's image. I mean, God created everything, right? He made the stars and the planets and the mountains and the oceans. He made dogs and cats and elephants and ostriches. But when he made us, it got personal. God made us so that we think and feel and act a tiny bit like him. We are made in his image. So check it. Imagine looking at yourself in a mirror. That's what God is like. And no, I'm not saying that he has the same hairstyle or eye color, but look a little bit closer. There's imagination behind your eyes. You have a smile that could encourage someone when they're feeling down. And your hands that could help someone lift a heavy load. Ugh. All right. Whew. There's no limit to what God can do through you. That's because there's no limit to God's creativity. That's the one thing to remember today. There's no limit to God's creativity. Seriously, take a look this week at the things God has made and let it blow your mind. Look at the stars in the sky and think about how it could take literally millions of years just to visit one up close. Listen to the sounds outside your window at night and let yourself wonder, how do crickets make that noise anyway? And then look really close in the mirror and see how unique you are. See the color and feel the texture of your skin. Look deep in the reflection of your eyes to see a God that made you and loves you more than you could even imagine. That should give us all a lot to think about. No wonder this guy's a statue. He's thinking about God's creativity. Dude.